Hi, my name is Josh, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to stop a panic attack. Okay, so let's begin with looking at what a panic attack is. Essentially, it's an experience that occurs between the body and the mind. And what will happen is we will be going through our day, and suddenly we will have a lot of thoughts that come up. They are always negative thoughts. Thoughts about things we are afraid of, thoughts about things that we don't want to happen, thoughts about things that we don't like, things that we don't like about ourselves or others or the environment around us. And these thoughts they begin to pick up speed. And when we're having these thoughts, we have corresponding signals that occur in the brain, and those signals are sent down into the body. And the body feels those things as if they are happening. Because if the mind makes it up, the brain thinks it's true, and the body experiences it as real. So when the body has these experiences and these physiological responses that go along with the mind, we may not even be aware that the body is having these responses, but the brain feels it, the mind feels it, and these responses go back up into the mind, and we end up getting some confirmation at the level of the mind that these statements are true, because after all, the body felt them a little bit. And so when we have these thoughts and they seem a little bit true, they pick up a little bit of momentum, a little bit of intensity, a little bit of speed, and they go back down into the body. The body again begins to feel them as even more real. And as the body has a reaction physiologically to these statements and these thoughts, the body sends these signals back up to the mind as if they were true. And the mind believes it and sends them back down, all of those signals back down into the body. And the process begins to pick up even more speed until this process and this experience feels uncontrollable and unmanageable in its intensity and speed at which it operates. And eventually that's when we feel like we are out of control in our body and in our mind. So a panic attack feels like we have lost control. It can often feel like you're going to die, and it feels like there's nothing we can do about it. And the harder we try to get out of it, the worse it gets. So here's what I want to give you is just a really brief simple way of looking at this and how to intervene right away if this happens to you. What you want to do is simply start out with just taking a breath as much as you're able. I know it feels impossible, but when you're in the midst of an experience like this or a panic attack, you want to try to begin to slow down your breathing a little bit by taking in a breath, and then just give yourself as much as you can a little bit of extra time on that out breath. So as your breathing is probably fairly rapid, your heart rate might be rapid, you're going to allow yourself to just start bringing a little bit more of a duration on that out breath. And as you do so, we're going to start moving further into the body. We're going to start leaving the mind, leaving the experiences or the thoughts that the mind is having. And what I want you to do is just start sensing into the body, literally just feeling your body for a little while. And I know it might feel like, oh, that's the last thing I want to do. My body is freaked out. It's on high alert. I don't want to feel my body. But trust me, go ahead and allow yourself to drop down into the body, feel the experience of your body, and the key is feel what's happening in the body without resisting, without tensing up, without fighting it, without pushing against it. You're not going to create any resistance. You're just going to let yourself experience everything that the body is experiencing. The word here is allow. You're going to allow the body to have this experience, reminding yourself, this is just my body taking care of me. This is what my body does when it thinks it's in danger. I know I'm not in danger, but this is what my body does when it thinks it's in danger. So allow yourself to feel the body. If you find yourself going up into the mind and having more thoughts, I want you to come back down into the body. Allow yourself to feel more comfortable with the experiences that you are feeling, and allow yourself to just observe these experiences within the body. And as you do so, continue to let yourself breathe and let yourself take a little bit more time on the duration of that out breath than the duration of the in breath. So you're going to allow yourself just to take your time on that out breath. And by doing that, you help to calm the nervous system, you help to calm the body, and it really helps to calm things down on the level of the mind. You can think of your mind as being like the surface of turbulent waters. And what you're doing is you're just kind of going below the surface, you're diving down and allowing yourself to feel calmer waters, deeper waters, in a way that your body and your mind really need. Good. So as you allow yourself to sink down into the body and just feel what's happening without resisting it, just allowing it, just allowing yourself to feel it, let your breathing start to slow down a little. Allow it to come to rest just a little bit more, and allow it to become just a little easier. And then what we're going to do is we're going to review 3 statements. And these statements are based on what's true, and based on what's real, and based on what your body and your mind most need to hear. And as we say these statements, I want you to feel them in the body, in the mind. And here they are. The first one is, you are safe, because you are safe. You are safe right now. You are safe. The second statement, and I love you. This is a statement from you towards yourself, and I love you. The body and the mind both need to know that this is true right now. Allow yourself to feel the truth of that statement. And the third, and I will take care of you. Allow yourself to feel the truth about the fact that you are cared for and you will be cared for. You don't have to move into the future with fear at all. You can know right now you are cared for. So again, the statements, the intentions, you are safe, and I love you, and I will take care of you. Allow yourself to hear those, feel those. You can say them out loud if you want to, and allow yourself to breathe, take these in, and receive them as true. Notice how you feel. Notice what you feel in your mind. Notice what you feel in the body. And continue to allow the process to happen.